Hello, my name is Matusik and welcome to another 7 Reasons Why video. This time we're talking about 38 High Street, which is a new mixed-use tower in the heart of Toowong. It's to be developed by successful local developer Sarah Property Group. Toowong is where new unit development started in Brisbane, and for about the last 2 decades or so, not much has been built in terms of new apartments in that location. 38 High Street helps fill that undersupply segment. Also, it importantly caters for 2 major apartment dweller markets, young professional couples and empty nesters looking to downsize. Come join me while I explain why 38 High Street is a project really worth looking at. "38 High Street, as the name suggests, is in the heart of Toowong. The Toowong area is also one of the more affluent areas in Brisbane. Not only does the area support lots of wealthy people, but the area has great locational anchors, such as the Wesley Hospital and University of Queensland. I've been a long-term resident of the western suburbs of Brisbane, and it's about time the area got a new apartment project of the calibre worthy of its population. There are 2 very important demographic profiles when it comes to new apartment development. The first are empty nesters and the second are their adult children. Their adult children, from an investor's point of view, rent their apartments, and when it comes to resale, the empty nesters are potential purchasers. 38 High Street is of a calibre that should attract a fair bit of owner-occupier interest, and that's very important to an investor when it comes to resale. It doubles the market size. There's been little new development across Brisbane's inner west over the last 2 decades or so. There's 2 major reasons for that. One, there's a lack of sites, and secondly, there's a lot of local action groups that are stopping development. As a result of that, some tenants have left inner west to go elsewhere in Brisbane. They've done that because new developments have been built elsewhere, and they have been of a high calibre. I believe that 38 High Street will attract quality tenants back to the location and will see quite strong rental returns for investors. It's that time again in a 7 Reasons Why video to talk about timing. And Brisbane has entered a recovery phase, and it's particularly a good time to buy a new apartment in Brisbane's inner west. The population's increasing, many of the core property stats are improving, but don't take your time. I think you should do it pretty quickly because interstate interest, particularly in buying product in Brisbane, is on the rise. Close to a quarter of Brisbane's workforce is actually employed within a 10-minute drive of 38 High Street. Toowong, as we've already said, is also an affluent area, and the local population earns 45% more than the Brisbane average. Toowong itself is also a very strong employment node, with 8,000 people being employed across 1,600 businesses. Always important when it comes to investment is the local employment anchor, and in the Toowong area, employment is very strong. There's a couple of things that are very important when it comes to 38 High Street. First of all, it's a standalone site. It has air all around it, it cannot be built out, and every apartment has a view. Secondly, it's a mixed-use resort project, and that allows not only residents to entertain downstairs, but it attracts higher quality tenants, and in the past has attracted better capital gains than projects that weren't mixed use. If you're in any doubt, visit the full display suite, which, as the name suggests, is at 38 High Street, Toowong. There's a large and established resale market in the Toowong area. In fact, asking prices are up about 10% over the last 12 months, which reflects an increasing demand and very limited supply. In fact, 38 High Street is one of only 2 new apartment projects to be approved in Toowong over the last 12 months. And overall across inner Brisbane, there is a need to build 2,500 new apartments each year, and still just 1,600 are being delivered. Property investing can be made much easier if you, first of all, buy a property at the right stage of the cycle. Secondly, buy a new property below the local area's median price. Buy a property in a prime location. and buy a property designed for the local rental demographic and local owner residents. For mine, 38 High Street has got it right. 38 High Street is a project worth looking at. Check out the display, and thank you for watching another 7 Reasons Why video.